Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from inside the CC Rider. That's my 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid touring model. Gets 42.2 miles per gallon this morning. I mean, that's like free driving. I was reading a comment this morning about somebody that had their math all wrong, talking I'd have to drive this 130,000 miles to save $40,000, which is what the car cost. No. The car will bring its own resale value when the day comes that you sell it. I was talking about, well, in the beginning we mentioned that you pay $5,000 more for a hybrid, just like these EVs. They're charging you an upfront cost because of what you'll save monthly in maintenance and in gas. And I have the same, savings. Although it does require fuel, it is so very little that at 42 miles per gallon, and when I fill it up, when I need gas, this thing only takes 10 gallons. Not 37 or 39 like my truck. And as gas continues to drop, I mean, it was $2.67 the other day. That's, I never thought I'd say that, but that's anything under $3, and that's pretty significantly under $3. If you travel also, you will find fuel at places like in Mississippi, Georgia, and places like that are, much cheaper. Give this guy a thumbs up for letting me go. All these prison workers heading to their prison jobs. Today, folks, there will be a Social Security video coming out. Today, there will be a what are you going to do about health insurance if you start collecting Social Security before you're eligible for Medicare will be coming out. But before we do and get into those videos, and they will be out later, let's talk about golf, baby, golf. Now, yesterday, for you golfers out there, where's my scorecard? Where is it? Man, I tore them up yesterday. Yes, I played the Geezer tees. It's a par 72 course. Well, I thought I brought it. I don't know where it is. Anyway, it was the first tee box. I dug a hole. I dug for gold, and I took an iron out. I was just going to push it out there a little bit because I'm way up on the golds or the yellows, or the senior tees. And these guys that I'm playing with, they're all expecting me as I'm, who is this guy? Is he any good? And I quickly showed them and made them relax as I duffed it right into the ground. And then, I don't know who this guy was, this Sarasota Tim, but he was a scratch golfer. I was par. And then I got a birdie. I sunk up. Oh, man, nobody could believe it, including myself. Off the green, uphill, into the hole, drained it. Had to be at least over 20 feet. A real long one. It should be in the video. And then I got a bogey, and then I got that bogey back with the birdie, that birdie there. And then it was more pars with birdie opportunities. I missed one. It was right there. And then I ended up on 18. Pretty tough hole. I didn't do the right tee shot. I thought, oh, this is a narrow area here. Let me just put it with an iron. And what did I do? I cut it over into the trees there. It was playable, but only getting it back out into play is all I could do. So that took a stroke. And I ended up getting a double bogey. I was putting for par. I was putting Yes, putting for par, a magical shot. I don't know how I ended up on the green in 3, but it was a long putt. I said, "Oh, this is definitely bogey," and I double bogeyed it. I forgot how it went down, but the last hole. Otherwise, if I would just gotten a bogey, I'd have been a lot happier. But that's golf. I ended up shooting 2 over, I think it was, for the 9 yesterday at River Run from the geezer tees. And you know what? It was fun. And these people I was playing with, Bill, and Claire, super nice folks. Claire just got a new hip, and in, what'd she say, September? And was playing golf in March. Or December even. Forgot what she said. But it was an outpatient surgery. She said if you need a hip, don't wait till you're really bad off. Go on in there and get it. And of course, you will need Medicare because that's something that, you know, is expensive. But they were very nice people, and down the middle every time. A couple of shots there they struggled with. They made some good putts. And so we had a great time. But they were talking about pickleball. Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. And I got to get into this. These geezer years that I'm coming into, I enjoy, you know, I don't mind playing the whites. I can play the whites, of course. I can play the blues. I'm not going to score as well. But I'm 66, so I definitely should be playing the whites, not the seniors. But I didn't want to, like, hey, let me hit back here because I'm a bigger hitter than you guys. And then we move up to the seniors for Bill and Bill, and then we got to go to the ladies' tee for Claire. I said, no, we'll just all play from the seniors, and Claire can hit the ladies' tees. She even pointed out a pretty good point there, that the ladies' tees are always up. We know this. But they don't have any other ladies' tees that are further up, like senior ladies. And if you think about it, it's really true, because no matter what your age, if you're a lady, you hit from the red, and you know you're entitled to. Maybe there's some big hitters out there that hit the men's white tee box, but if you're a senior, yeah, there should be another tee box for that. I never thought about it. But what a perfect day. The course started thinning out about an hour into our play, and we were moving along as good. That's what's good about playing with 3 other people, is your pace of play, even when it's packed out there on every hole, and it was, is you're only moving as slow as they are. If you go out there, like I like to go sometimes by myself, and I'm a single, all I'm doing is waiting. You know, playing 2 balls a hole and all that. Oh, yesterday was a blast. First time back in a while. And let me tell you, I know I played the geezer tee box. And I say geezer as a term of endearment. I'm a geezer. But I do need to be playing the whites. And I will. Like the next time I go and they put me with a group and they're playing with the whites, of course, I'll be right on it. I was just trying to make everything together. So, but man, there's nothing more exciting than, you know, hitting pure golf shots and getting pars. I mean, that makes golf really fun. We all know how it can be if you golf, to be annoyed out there and getting double bogey and triple bogeys on every hole, putting them in the water and all that. And I did. I put one in the water yesterday and still saved bogey. That was cool. All right, now, next topic. Well, I thought, and that's why I'm crushing it this morning out here on the radio. Welcome to the show, by the way. If you like the program, would you mind consider subscribing to my channel? Go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell, and you'll be notified the next time one of these viral videos come out. And believe me, they're viral. We got 111,614 beautiful souls waiting. You know, I got to say this. It's so funny. I love you guys. If I don't come out with a video, because, you know, I normally make 3 to 10 videos a day, and I get a little quiet one day, I got a handful of you that are contacting me. Hey, you all right? I appreciate you checking in, and I know that if anything were to ever happen to me, I wouldn't be laying around dead anywhere for more than a few hours before somebody would find me. Thank you for your conscious interest in if I'm okay. All right, so back to the show. I thought I had an eye doctor appointment this morning. I've been saying it for a week. But, you know, there's two things that you lose when you get older. One is your memory, and I can't remember the other one. But, yeah, I called the eye doctor at 8 o'clock, and she says, yeah, you're due on the 11th. I said, is that a Tuesday? She says, yeah. I said, well, you said you wanted to see me in 4 weeks. She says, yeah, you were here February 11th. And March 11th is your next appointment. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was wondering why they weren't, you know, wearing me out with a, reminders. They're really good about it. The dermatologist does the same thing. I go next Tuesday. And that's kind of cool to know that this is only the third week. And the eye, I don't know, I guess those stitches are probably dissolved by now. I hope they are. It doesn't itch like it did, boy. That first week or so, 10 days was brutal. So I'm doing just eye drops in the morning, one eye drop, and then in the evening, one eye drop in one eye and two eye drops in the right eye. So we'll find out what the pressure is, and then after that, I think it's the next day or the day before, I go get my CT scan to make sure I'm going to make it. And it will be then time to pull out the weight distribution hitch. And it's going to be absolutely perfect timing, actually. I know the good Lord's got a great plan for travel. And where I will go is still undecided. Of course, my buds out west want me to come there. Of course, I love it out there. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but hey, I never get tired of it. It was years and years and years that I went without seeing the desert and the mountains and the cactus and the rock. Years. And when I was a little boy, we moved and back and forth and traveled across that desert many times. And that's why it got in my blood. And after taking the few trips, man, I love it. And, you know, I'm going to switch gears again. I'm remembering when I went out west this last year of my 3 trips out there with the bushwhacker, the cramper. And I'm remembering now with the Tundra, you know, it pulled it like it wasn't back there. I'm running 70, 75. I got that galley in the back with that stove. I mean, that was, I look at it now and it's like, you know, it kind of saddens me that I don't have it. If I could have just found a place to store it cheap enough, you know, it's kind of a pain to have, you know, 2 RVs. I mean, 2 cars is actually easier to deal with than 2 RVs. And although it was just a hard-sided tent in the sense that you couldn't hang out in it, you know, you had to be either sheltering in place in it, laying down if it was raining, or sleeping in it at night. But it had the best bed. It had a great window air conditioner, a TV, LED lighting, battery with propane in the front. Then you open up that galley in the back, and man, it was just fun. I mean, the way you could cook it up with that gas outside, no smell, inside your camper. I had all the pots and pans, had all these little cabinets, and I mean, everything was perfect. Nothing got moved around. It was paper towels, right? Everything I needed. Water. Oh man, I could carry my own water. And it just ran out on the ground because it was nothing but dishwater or whatever. But it didn't hold the water. It didn't have a tank. But that particular year, I might have to look for one. I mean, it didn't have those off-road tires. Someone had put these steel-belted radials, really nice highway tires on it. I like the look of that better than I did than I do the ones that I've seen that have like these all-terrain. I don't want to pull it off-road. I mean, I could with the Super Duty, I could really pull that somewhere, but I'm not into that. I'm not into that. Get out there off the pavement into the wilderness. If I was with a group, I would. I don't feel, it's not like I'm afraid. I don't like being vulnerable, even though I got firearms and everything else. Being secluded like that. I'd rather be around people and easy to get to the stores and coffee and all these kinds of things in the morning. That's just the way I roll. If I was in a group and they wanted to go and do this wilderness nomadic overlanding trip, I'm all about it. I'm totally about that. I would in that case. But by myself, nah. Just be sitting out there by yourself. Nah. So, but yeah, just reminiscing about that little bushwhacker. If you're looking to do something like that and take you a little trip, it's so easy. Any of those little small campers, that's why when I was going to trade it for something out west, I saw that you could stand in. It was a something or other. The guy bought it. His wife passed away. He never, ever put water in it. He never used it. And he took it back to the dealer, and the dealer wanted to give him like nothing back for it. And he didn't even use it. And he was making me a deal that I would have still lost on it, but how much is a man going to lose? Like me, how much am I going to lose to sell a car I just drove? Yeah, I wanted to sell it. Maybe I thought I wanted to sell it, but no, I'm not going to take that kind of a beat, that kind of a haircut. I will a year from now or 2 years from now, because then, it is what it is. Oh, did I talk about that already? Somebody wrote in the comments that I've got to drive this car 130,000 miles to save the money at 42 miles per gallon to get my 40 grand back. It's not about getting the car back. It was about overcoming the $5,000 extra cost for the hybrid. So they said, I don't know, 5 years it takes you if you drive so much that you would break even. Kind of like the Social Security deal, right? You take it early, you wait till later, and you got to live to be forever to break even. And if you buy a $5,000 hybrid motor versus driving one that gets half the gas mileage, you will spend in 5 years or less what you could have bought a hybrid for. Look at it like that. But as far as getting the 40 grand back, no, you're looking at it wrong. We were talking about overcoming the initial cost for a hybrid car. The $40,000, all cars drop 50% in the first 3 years. Some retain up to 65% of their original sticker price. And we're talking wholesale, by the way, which is real money, what cars are really worth. Anything over wholesale is what somebody will give you. So if a car sells for 40 and it's worth 20 in 3 years and you can get 23, you see there, you get a little bit more than the 50%. Or if it's a Honda like this, a hybrid, and it's in mint, and it's a very high demanded car, a Lexus, that kind of thing, and it retains 65% of its value, well then, that's $25,000 it's worth, and then you get another 2 or 3 grand, a couple of grand anyway, over that wholesale price for retail, then you can see that's what you can get. Maybe about 28 grand in 3 years, 25 grand, something like that. Versus taking 35 for it today, after only a few thousand miles, that's quite a haircut. See, the 50% drop they take, heck, 25% happens, the day you drive it off the lot. I mean, it's really it's a haircut. You have to understand that. But what are you going to do? People, thousands of people, each and every day in this country walk into showrooms and drive out with brand new cars. Knowing that. What are you going to do? It's the way it is. All right. Now we're here at McDonald's. Let's go in the drive-through. Let's get a cup of coffee. Maybe buy somebody a cup of coffee. I want to thank JH and others that have supported the channel through the Buy Me a Coffee link. And I also want to absolutely thank everyone again for about a week ago when I got my commission check from Amazon. Those of you out there that take the time to find the Amazon link in the description of each and every one of my videos, and you can't believe a damn thing I say, because I'm really bad about copying and pasting, but I'm going to do it now. If you go back just a few videos, you'll find it, but it's always, my Amazon link is always, if you just go to the home page, you find Sarasota Tim, the real Sarasota Tim, and then you click on the home page, all of my stuff, my email, my Buy Me a Coffee link, my Amazon link, all of it's there for people that want to send me products. I get offers every day too. This is the time of year that these companies from China are asking YouTubers that have great communities like I have, that view the videos, that want to send me products that I've received in the past that I'm actually turning down now. I've received batteries, solar batteries, you know, the lithium batteries. I've received e-bikes. I've received different things that they think that my demographic, my audience would buy. So they send the YouTubers these things for free to do a review in exchange for a review, an honest review, and then provide a link that people can buy them. But I haven't done that. I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. I might if I get the right product sent to me, something I could use this time around. I wouldn't mind another e-bike. I've sold all the ones I had in the past because how many e-bikes does a man need? And that's the only real financial compensation I receive is after I do the review, is I sell these products for a fraction of what they charge for them. And everyone that's bought them, the first person that sees the ad gets it because they go like that. And they love them. And I see e-bikes. Man, did I even know when I first started getting these sent to me? I had like 5 sent to me, including a trike, which was coolest of all. You know, all within a year. And they are everywhere. I mean, here in Florida where it's flat, everybody's got an e-bike. Everybody. Even all the Amish people over near Yoder's, they're all riding electric trikes. Those aren't cheap either. But, yeah, so that will be something. But I was just asking back to the supporting the channel, if you would consider using the Amazon link. When you buy your junk on Amazon, like I do, if you go to my link and click on it, it'll take you to something that you're not going to want to buy. And then from there, search for what you want. It goes in your cart. It goes to your payment. It goes, and magically, somehow, Jeff Bezos knows that you hit Sarasota Tim Amazon affiliate link in the beginning, and he sends me a quarter. And if all 111,000 beautiful souls I got out there shop on Amazon and did that, it would really support the channel for the upcoming travels that the old Super Crusher is going to require, pulling that Super Crasher down the road. So support the channel if you can. I appreciate it very much. So let's get a cup of coffee. I'll make another video. This one's long enough. Crush it.